Hi, I'm Pam Hasselbring, owner of Pilates Minnesota and physical therapy. During COVID, I developed a move program that will help people track what they're doing with um, kind of keeping responsibility for their health. So that was the purpose of the program, to help people track things that they're doing so they are a little bit more responsible for their health. It was developed because I didn't feel like the media was covering enough of information about um, how to keep people healthy. Instead, we were reporting on um, deaths and people dying because of underlying disease. And we feel that if we have a program for people and people start taking a little bit more responsibility for their health, that it will help people in the long run. So we do hope that this does help people. It's free for anyone. If you come into our website and you're like, what is this? You can use the program. It's a free program. So you can also tell other people to use it too. So if you enjoy the program and it's working for you, please pass it on. So we're going to show you how this program works. I developed it with a couple other professionals, and one's a registered dietitian. She's here today, Marielle, and Maria is our emotional wellness coach. So I'll show you on the site, I'm going to share something with you, how to get a hold of them should you need to get a hold of them or want to get a hold of them. And I'll also show you how the MOVE program works. So it's pretty simple, but I'll go over each piece in detail, and you'll hear from Maria and Marielle. Okay, so I'm going to share with you first. And we're going to go to desktop. So when you go to Pilates Minnesota, so we're on the site right now, and you look under wellness, and you click wellness, you go to the MOVE method. And MOVE is actually an acronym for this. MOVE equals method. MOVE is a method. O equals owner. You are the owner of your body. V equals verify, verifying the method. So we're going to do that with the MOVE tracker. And E equals excited, excited to feel good. Then you can read a little bit about the program here, and then about what the MOVE method is for and how it works. So just read through this. These are important. This down here, this is going to take you to the long program. So you're going to want to go to the long program by clicking here, and you're going to want to go to the tracking. If you want to track your what we're going to explain to you, you can use this tracking document here. This join the Zoom meeting. We have these meetings like like we're on right now, but we're going to have them Tuesdays, once a month, the first Tuesday of the month. And it's real easy. You just can go to this meeting ID and you can put in the passcode right here. It's real simple. If you're a client, you can sign up for this online, but if you're not a client, this is all you do. You just go to the meeting ID, the passcode. Of course, you have to have Zoom downloaded on your computer or phone. And then what will you learn every Tuesday in that program? What we'll learn from the Zoom program is the importance of moving, home exercises done safely, nutrition tips from a registered dietitian, which will be Marielle, and you'll hear from her soon, biology of food, emotional wellness tips, ask the physical therapist section. The emotional wellness tips is from Maria, and she will be discussing that. We will also have a physical therapist that's in our studio, and she will be talking about anything you want to know about health-wise if you're having any kind of orthopedic issues. So that's a good, if you have one, you want to talk to her, you can bring that up during the program. Trainer health tips. So we'll have trainers on, and we'll talk about different health tips and things that kind of spotlight our trainers and things that they do to keep themselves healthy. Book of the month, understanding the importance of sleep. Music therapy fun. So my husband likes to put music in together, so I'll have a little fun with that, and much more. Then down here is the MOVE resources. When I said book of the month, we'll have a little discussion about the books we read. And the first month, we're actually going to read the emotional wellness book, and Maria will talk about this Tuesday, December 1st, is our first MOVE Zoom program at 7:30 p.m. And she will talk about the emotional intelligence 2.0. And we won't be reading that before this. We'll be reading it for the following month and talking about it in January. Then the next book is The Food Therapist, and Marielle will be leading that information on that book. And then the sleep health books. This is The Healing Power of Sleep. And all these books you can order from Amazon online. So if you want to get started with reading, you can. These aren't necessary, but and even if you don't read them and you listen to what we the information about the book in the program, you're going to learn a lot. So again, so that's the overview. Now we're going to go to this long program. So if you hit that, you're going to see the long program. And this is really just discusses the whole program all the way through. Goes back to the acronym for MOVE, and then it goes to action number 1. I'm going to discuss action 1 a little bit with you. It just talks about, moving, why you should move. You should move 2 to 3 hours a day, gives you reasons why you should do that, and how to move. If down through here, just read everything through here, and it just tells you to start moving and how you're going to be responsible for yourself and your movement and how you track that. We'll go through the tracker at the end of this. So go through that move part. That's action number 1. Action number 2 is for Marielle. And so I'm going to let her discuss that. I'm going to get off the stop share and she can discuss that with you. Okay, Marielle.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mariella Rostigui. I'm a registered dietitian. I got my bachelor's degree from Iowa State University, and then I am working on my master's from Mount Mary, and I got my accredited hours also from Mount Mary. I have been working in the public health spectrum in Wichita, Kansas for the last 2 years, and now I have moved to Austin, Minnesota. And when I first heard about this MOVE program, I got really excited because I just know there's a lot of misinformation out there, and a lot of times people don't have access to just very valuable and real information. So I was really excited to be a part of this program. I want to go briefly over what I will be able to provide for you and then what the MOVE program will be able to provide for you. We aren't here to tell you what you are supposed to eat or what you're not supposed to eat. The goal of this program is to educate you, help you learn about food, food biology, how to shop, how to cook, so that it becomes easier for you to make those food decisions yourself. I will be here to assist you in answering any questions you might have. If you'd like to reach out with me to me and work one-on-one, I'm happy to do that. But we're mostly just here to provide some guidance. The other thing is that this MOVE program should provide you some accountability. Whether the accountability comes from using the food tracker, you can use it in the sense of like following it every single day, or just a general guidance, looking down and being like, oh yeah, I actually haven't eaten enough vegetables today. That's a good thing to look down and remember I need to do. So you can use it very strictly, or you can just use it as a general, kind of way to remember to do these kinds of things. For me personally, I do not drink enough water, so I like to walk past and just be like, oh yeah, got to drink some water today. Always just remember when going and reading through this program, what works for one person may not work for another person. And eating can be a very personal thing, and it takes some time to make some changes. So just be patient with yourself. Definitely reach out to your health provider, reach out to me. But this is just some general information. Each month we'll be diving into a variety of nutrition topics. And if there's something that you really want to learn about and you feel like, oh my gosh, there's just so much information on the internet and I'm so overwhelmed, I'd be happy to cover that for you. Us dietitians, we are expected to stay up to date on the most up-to-date information. So that's kind of my job. Let me be the researcher for you. So that's kind of an overview of what the MOVE program is going to be, and then the information we'll be presenting every month.
Thanks, Marielle. And next we'll hear from Maria, and she's going to go over action, which I would believe number 4 and 5. And I'll talk a little bit about the sleep. I'll go back to showing that program in a minute.
Hi, everyone. Like Pam said, I'm Maria. You may recognize me. I'm also a trainer at the studio, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to combine both my passions. One, Pilates, and the second one is emotional wellness. I have a graduate degree in social work and am here to help you with your emotional wellness needs. As the state of the world right now, we all could use some good coping strategies to help us through some really difficult times. And like Pam mentioned, for the MOVE program, my focus will be on action items number 4 and 5. And so just to be mindful is action number 4. And so learning about different coping strategies will be my focus, and focus on 1 to 2 coping strategies per session, per once a month, so not to be too overwhelmed. And then we'll also look at that book, the Emotional Intelligence 2.0, which is really fascinating, and I encourage you to buy that book. But I'm also available to you as well as a resource, just like Marielle, to offer if it's one-on-one sessions where you just don't feel comfortable online to reach out in a big group setting. I'm available to talk with you individually as well. But the next action item I will be looking at with you is action item number 5, how to stay connected. Especially right now, it's really hard to stay connected with family and friends, and we're learning how to do this online, which is okay, but we all have our own ways of connecting, and so making sure we feel that need is being met. And so I'll help you do that as well. And if you have any questions during the Zoom program, you just type it in and I can answer them as we go as well. So I'm really excited to be a part of this, and that's all. Thanks.
Thanks. Right, I'm going to go back real quick to just the rest of the overview, and we'll look at the move tracker too. So I'm going to go back to sharing the screen. So here we are. So Mario went over action number 2, eating healthy, and good idea to read this whole thing, go through everything, read everything, because it's going to help you with making choices like she talked about. And then you're going to go to action number 3, get enough sleep. This is a big issue with older people especially. And I encourage everyone to read through this. It's very interesting about our sleep and our sleep cycles and how sleep actually helps our bodies. So I encourage everyone to read through that and also get that book. It's a great book to help you understand. It's a real easy read too, help you understand sleep. Then Maria just talked about action number 4. So read the Be Mindful section. And then she just talked about action number 5, stay connected. So you want to read through that. Then we do have a woman, Sarah Eigenman. She will be with us on the first program and other programs. And she will be talking about recycling and reusing. And actually in the December 1st program, she'll talk about all these holiday boxes and wrapping and everything. How can we recycle or reuse or do anything with that? So she will be talking about that. And I will also be demonstrating some things that you wonder about, like, should this go in the trash or where should this go? So that'll be interesting too. So that is it. That is the MOVE program. Please do go through it. And then I'm going to go back to Pilates Minnesota website and just show you now. If you go to wellness, if you want Marielle's information, you go to register dietitian, and there's Marielle. And you can read through her information. And she also has an email that you can contact her if you need to contact her. I thought that was on here. I'll double check, make sure it's not there. Do you guys see it anywhere? Oh, there it is. Email Marielle. Right there. And then emotional wellness coach. So Maria is here, and there is Maria, and you can read through her information and how to get a hold of Maria to right through here. And she also has some good FAQs for you too. So you can read through that. Here's the move tracker. So the move tracker is right here. This is downloadable. You can put this on your computer, which is where I store mine. And I do follow this. I enjoy following this. So probably because I made it up. But anyway, it works for me. So I'll show you a little bit how it works. Here is the tracker, and it has the first day of the month through, it goes through 30 days. So if you have 31 days, you can add on over here. And then it has way to go. Keep the notes about what went right and how to improve. So you talk about week number 1, week number 2, week number 3, week number 4. Optional, but they're there for you. And then how to track your move points. So how do you get movement points? And it just talks a little bit, just read through this because it's real easy to follow. It does say 30 minutes of strength and 30 minutes of cardio is ideal. Doesn't mean you should just jump on something you haven't done for a while or go running. Build up to that if you haven't done any kind of cardio, or build up to any of this. Start with walks if you haven't walked at all. Just start moving. That's important. Vegetables and fruits, talks about 2 to 3 cups of vegetables a day and 1 to 2 cups of fruit. Again, if you haven't eaten a lot of fruits and vegetables, start slow. Marielle will talk about a little bit more about that in December. Protein points. Again, Marielle will talk about that, but read through that. The fat points, she'll go over that and how to get your fat points. The grain points, drinking water. It talks about why they're all important for you too. Sleep, mindfulness, your social points, and environmental points. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go back and give you a demonstration of today. So I put my name at the top, and if it's the middle of the month, what day is it? It's the 23rd. Was it the 23rd or 24th? Doesn't matter. If you start on the 1st. And today I moved, I didn't do a lot of movement. I did a lot of driving. So I'm gonna say I did 2 hours. I almost always do that. So I spun, no, I didn't. I did 1.5. So I'm gonna put 1.5. And then usually I get 2 to 3. It's no problem, but today it was. And I don't beat myself up for that, whatever. So 2 to 3 cups of veggies. Today I got 4. I did eat a lot of those today. Fruits, I got 2 cups of fruits today. Proteins, I did 2 proteins. I ate chicken and salmon, so I'm gonna count those. And then I definitely got 2 fats. Included my chocolate chip cookie in there. I'm not gonna include that with grains because I include it in the fats. Grains, I only got 1 today. 6, I had worked on my water day. I did that. I slept really good last night. Loved it. 8 hours. I really went through mindfulness. For me today was gratitude. I always come up with 10 gratitude things for the day, and I did that from the previous day. So I'm gonna give myself 1 point. You get a point for that. And again, Maria will go over mindfulness and ways to give yourself a point. Whatever makes you feel good is a good way to give a point. Social, I was with my daughter. You can't be too social in the COVID world. So I was with my daughter and I was happy about that. So I count that. That was social for me. I was with my husband, my daughter, and we were delivering meals. So that was a social thing. And we delivered to people that loved it. Got a card from somebody today. So I was like, whoa, made me happy. Environmental, yes, I did that. Pulled something out of the trash and put it somewhere else. So, okay. And then you just add up your points, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 4, 6, 8, 82, 83. So I got 83 points, 0.5. I'm just gonna put 83 on there right now. So it's real simple. That's how it works. So you want to get between 80 and 100 points. And, look through this and just, it's a good way to track. And like Marielle said, it's like, well, maybe I should just track today or this week how many fruits and vegetables I'm eating. I'm not getting enough. I know I'm not getting enough. So maybe I'll do that. So that's how it works. I'm going to get off of here. Stop share. And that's our program. So really easy to use. Go to our website. You can just look at the little video, like this is the video. So you look at this little video, tells you how to use it if you're not sure, and then start tracking, start reading, come to our Zoom program. We'd love to have you there. And that's it. Anybody else? We're good? Good to go? All right. Thanks, guys.